There's a real trend you see on social media, especially with entrepreneurial types, where they're living in the gym, they're eating healthy, and watching on, if you're looking to get into business, you might be like, what the hell? Do I have to be super healthy to get into business? What's this whole health buzz that goes hand in hand with entrepreneurialism? And there's a kind of an interesting life cycle. So to succeed in business, you have to work so unbelievably hard. And that's just a fact. 9 out of 10 businesses fail in their first year. I always say this, but I think it's really, really important to. And 9 out of the subsequent 10 that get through their first year fail in their second year. It's really important to know that in advance when you're looking in and thinking about getting into business so that you're fully prepared. Anyway, what most entrepreneurs do to get through that challenge is they work as much as they can. So they'll get up at 6, 7, 8, whenever it is that they get up, and they will work flat out throughout the day. They generally find themselves distant from their friends, distant from their families, and actually distant from their health. If you get up, whip out the laptop, work all day, and then literally fall asleep over the laptop, that takes a toll on your health. You're not eating properly, you're not resting or exercising properly, all that, and it has an effect. The good thing is that perhaps that gave them the edge that they needed to get through however challenging it is. The bad thing is that generally once they pick up a bit of momentum and they have a few team members working with them, they burn out. And you hear about burnout and how it can be low level or high level, but they start suffering the consequences of not looking after themselves, not living a balanced lifestyle. And don't worry, it's not just burning out physically, you can burn out social relationships. Like, I've had some really horrible things where I've just been distant with friends because I've been working too much, and they turned around, they've just been like, look, you're no fun to be around. Sorry, bye. And that's really hard to take. But then there's also as well the personal thing. If you eat Pop-Tarts solidly for a week, that's going to take its toll on you. So anyway, long story short, when you're looking at all these successful entrepreneurial types and you're seeing that they're exercising all the time, they're eating green juices, they're meditating, they're doing all this. Why? Because actually they've learned that to persevere, they have to. That if they continued on their old original ways, which the majority of entrepreneurs started off in, they'll burn out and they'll stay in that burnout. And the way they bounce out of the burnout is they learn to look after themselves. They learn to bring a bit of balance to their life. After all, what's the point in working? You work to live, but if all you're doing in living is working, there's nothing to work for. So they lose their motivation and they need to get that back. So I hope that gives a bit of an insight, because I found it interesting. I was having a chat with somebody who is looking to get into business, and it was just an informal kind of casual chat, and they were like, why are you drinking that green juice? What's with all the exercise? They didn't understand it. For them, young age, exercise, hell, it was for a football team, or, if you were eating a certain way, it was to get ripped. But they didn't see how your diet, how your exercise will actually have a massive, massive effect on your energy levels, on your focus. And that will have a massive effect on your success in business.